But this is Joshua Hart here for Seconds Out. Delighted today to be joined by my good friend and European middleweight champion, Tyler Denny. Tyler, first of all, thank you very much for your time this evening. How are we doing?
All good, man. All good. Got some fight news, so happy.
Well, that's the reason we're here to talk about your fights. We'll dive straight into things. So next time out for you, you'll be facing Felix Cash. Toughest fight to date on paper. What do you make of Felix as an opponent?
Good opponent, man. Good opponent, but I'm a good fighter, so we'll see who's better on the night. I believe it's me. I'm sure he's going to believe it's him, but uh, it's just what I need, really. Good opponent, good name, headlining a fight. Do you know what I mean? So it's great, man. Couldn't ask for more.
Obviously, you finally do have a date now. Obviously, this fight has been talked about for a while, but we weren't too sure when we were going to see it. Are you just happy to have a date now to work towards?
Yeah, because I've been waiting for a concrete date all year, really. So it's been a bit frustrating, but we was going to have another fight, but then obviously the EBU put mandatory on me, so I couldn't do that. So it's just been a bit of a frustrating time, but all that'll be worth it. Come the end of June 22nd.
And how long have you known about the date of June 22nd for? So, like I said, we've known this fight was somewhat coming. But when did you find out that June 22nd was the official date?
Only like I don't know, a couple of weeks maybe or something. I was a bit frustrated, if anything, because I didn't want to wait until June 22nd. Do you know what I mean? I think so. But Matchroom won the purse bid, so I got no say really. I'm kind of like do as you're told sort of thing. So that is what it is. But if I'm over it now and June 22nd it is, so I've just got to make sure I'm in peak condition for the fight. It's gonna be a tough fight, but like, it's again one that I'm confident of winning.
Obviously, last time we saw you was out in November when you picked up the European belt. Has it been a little bit frustrating just sitting around and waiting? Obviously, I know you want to get in the ring, stay active. How frustrating has it been waiting around on the sidelines?
Yeah, it has been frustrating. I was meant to fight February, and then it got changed to the beginning of March, and then it's gonna be November. And it's like I'm in the gym all the time anyway, so it's not. I don't want no time off. It'll be 7 months by the time I fight, and it's too long for me really. But nothing I can do about it. If it was up to me, I would have thought like February, March, and then in June. But it is what it is, isn't it?
No, so we talk about a bit of inactivity for yourself. Obviously, come June, like you said, 7 months until you've last fought. But Felix has also been very inactive as of late. Obviously, not through any fault of his own. Do you believe the activity on your end, because you have fought quite not recently, but within the last year or so, you've had a couple fights. Do you believe the activity for yourself come fight now will play a factor?
Yeah, I'm active. I'm always in the gym, and I don't know what the reason. I don't know. I couldn't say why he's no fault of his own why he ain't be fighting because I don't know the reasons why he's not fought. Do you know what I mean? So, um, yeah, but I can just focus on me. I'm active. I'm in the gym all the time. I'm training. Um, they could have dropped. I don't know. Asked me any time this year and give me like 3 weeks notice just to cut a bit of weight and I'd be ready. So, the sooner the better for me. But we have to wait. But it's all going to be worthwhile.
And this will be your first time officially topping the bill live on the zone and very, very close to home. How do you feel about all of that?
I'm buzzing with it, man. It's buzzing. It's good, man. It's good for me as well to attract sponsorships and stuff. If you're headlining, it's mad, really. To think about headlining an arena. It's crazy. The last one was mad as well at Wolverhampton. That was good, man. So get the same sort of crowd in that, and also Conor Walker's on as well. Obviously from the same area, he'll bring a lot of fans. I'll bring a lot of fans. His fans are cheering me on, mine are cheering him on. So it's going to be great, man. The atmosphere is going to be mad.
I was going to actually just quickly mention Connor Walker. Connor's had a almost life-changing career in the last year or so with that win against Cyrus Patterson. How good is it not only just to see him do so well on these matchroom shows, but also now being a massive fight at home while against a matchroom fighter. It will certainly feel like a home crowd for him, won't it, come fight night?
Yeah, definitely. And he deserves it, man. He's been put in the deep end, and not many people think he was going to beat Pattinson, but he beat him, didn't he? And obviously, he was up for the rematch and everything, but he had an injury, so I did. So he moved on, and he fought in I think January or February, didn't he? So he's been on it, man. Well done to him. He deserves everything he gets.
And then this obviously be a different type, not a different type of show, but normally you're used to appearing on boxer shows. Um, Obviously now you'll be heading over to Matchroom. Obviously, have you had any conversations with Eddie Hearn yet? Have you had any communication with him?
Nah, nothing. To be fair, nothing. But I've been fighting on boxer, and boxer have been great to me. They've been great for me. Like before I went to box, I never had any belts or anything, so they give me a lot of opportunities, and I'm really grateful for them. This one's on a Matchroom one, so I've just got to do what I got to do and get the win. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of, I fought on away shows before when I fought Brad Ray. He was the boxer fighter and I wasn't then. So yeah, I mean, it'd been nothing new to me, and just get me a fight. I'll take it wherever, whatever channel, whatever. Like I'm happy just to fight.
And how would you compare the styles in promotion from Eddie Hearn and Ben Shalom? Two very different characters, but in the same field.
Yeah, obviously Eddie's been in it for a lot longer than Ben, but and he's got a more advanced stable, I think. So, but I think now boxer, like when they first started off, a lot of them was like I don't know, like that to build the fighters, but they're getting fighters now where they can put Fraser Clark headlining and stuff, and I think Ben Whittaker's going to have his time. Lauren Price is having their time now, so obviously they're behind a newer stable, but I think they've been doing well. But Eddie and Frank have been leading the way for years and years, haven't they? So there's obviously catching up to do.
Obviously, should you win come June 22nd, what would you like to do next? What would be the next move for Tyler Denny?
Whoever offers me most money, whatever fight that is, man. You know what I mean? That's what I'm in it for. Um, who knows, really? I don't like to look past my next fight. Obviously, I've got a real hard fight, and I've always been the same. My only goal is just to win my next fight.
Obviously, if you do beat Felix Cash, I think that will really push you above the British level.
When
When you beat Felix Cash, obviously that, like I said, that'll put you massively above British level. But do you have any interest in winning the Lord Lonsdale belt? Obviously, I know it's held by a good friend of yours, Nathan Heaney. But is there any interest in fighting for that British title?
Yeah, I mean, never say never. It depends what that offers on the table. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to go after chasing it. It's a bit mad, really. I know it's a bit disrespectful, but it's not really belts that really drive me. When I had the English, I wanted the British simply because it was a step up. I wanted to improve, do you know what I mean? And step up the ladder. But I couldn't get the British title fight. I think Bentley had it at the time, but the board just kept putting other people in front of me. So lucky for me, the European comes. I just want to keep progressing. But if the British title comes along and they chuck some money on it, I'm all up for it, man.
And would a fight with necessarily Nathan Heaney himself interest you if that was the fight that had to be made?
Yeah, like I say, we get on, but I'm sure if it makes business sense, we'd both have a scrap and shake hands afterwards. Do you know what I mean? The respect's there. The respect will always be there, but you got to do what's best for you as well at times, don't you? But at the minute, he's going his path. I'm going my path. If we collide one day, so be it.
And then just moving away from yourself, we've recently seen the announcement of the Queensberry versus Matchroom 5v5 heading on the undercard of Dmitry Bivol versus Adaptability. Before I ask you about a fight in particular on that undercard, I just want to ask, what do you make of the 5v5 concept as a whole?
I think it's great, man. It's great today, and how good is the promo as well?
Oh,
Like,
the promo was incredible, wasn't it?
I think I've watched it about 3 times or something. They've done it proper, man. It's great, man. Even the card as well. I think I don't know. I'm struggling to think of a better card that ever, probably. Do you know what I mean? So, fair play to him. Well done, man. This is what the fans want, and it's massive, man. It's massive.
A fight, obviously, that I'm sure you'll be having a little bit more interest in than any of the others. HAMZAH SHEERAZ versus Ammo Williams, fellow middleweights of yours. How do you feel that fight plays out?
Um, I fancy HAMZAH, to be fair. He just looked like a wrecking ball, didn't he? Yeah, I fancy HAMZAH. We'll see, man. We'll see what Emma Williams is made of. But if you ask me, I'd pick HAMZAH,
Do you
definitely.
feel, do you feel this is a real, obviously, a crucial fight in their careers? They both had their tough tests, but this is a different type of test now with it's two young guns, undefeated fighters going at each other, risking it all. Especially with HAMZAH, there's a little bit more weight on his shoulders with that captaincy that he's been given. Do you believe that this will see the best versions of each other in this fight?
Yeah, I think so. And I think what is important that we don't forget when we start getting these better fights is there's going to have to be a winner. There's going to have to be a loser, yeah. But it doesn't mean that the loser shit all of a sudden as well. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what annoys me in boxing. Everyone fights for these fights, and then when someone like a good person fights another good person, the one guy loses. Oh, he's no good. He's no good. He was just hyped up and that. Like you can't win, can you? Do you know what I mean? So don't get me wrong. I can't say respect them too much because I'm sure them getting a hell of a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? But this is what we want to see, man. So I'm happy for it, and long may it continue.
And very lastly, from myself, just a quick message to all the people. What can we expect from Tyler Denny on June 22nd?
It's going to be fireworks, man. Fireworks. I'm sure Cash is going to come to bring it. I'm coming to bring it. The atmosphere is going to be another level. And that European title staying in the Black Country.
Talking of the atmosphere very quickly, obviously we've seen you at this arena before, and we've seen the last couple of fights being in the West Midlands. How much does that crowd actually mean to you when you're in there? It's almost like they push you on, don't they?
Yeah, it's just like I don't know if because I've been I'm spoilt by it really. I've had a lot of away fights and stuff as well. So to come back to it now, it feels even better. Maybe if I had it all the time, maybe it wouldn't have been such a big thing for me. But I love it, man, and they push me on, and great support. Even like people who don't even turn up, just my phone's popping off, and that everyone's got behind me. So I feel like I owe it to them as well. Put a good performance on, and keep the belt.
Do you feel obviously having those away fights in your career really put you in good stead because you know that you can still get the results on away soil, especially with a lot of talk in boxing saying it's always a lot harder for the away fighter to get a result, but you seem to have done it time and time again. Do you feel those tough away fights have really put you in good stead heading into this one?
Yeah, I think you just got to find a way to win it, yeah, and that's what I managed to do. Don't get me wrong, it's great having home support and stuff, but if they told me my next fight's in London or something, then so be it. You know what I mean? I'm not a diva like that. I'll do as I'm told. To say you're fighting this guy, I don't even ask where I went. You know what I mean? I say sorted. I see. Happy
Tyler,
days, man. I'm a fighter.
Tyler, I think that's a good place to leave it. Thank you very much for your time tonight and best of luck come June 22nd, my friend.
Awesome, man. Thank you.